everyone. We are the Group 1 from STEM 12204 with the title Eggricks, Eggshells and Egg Whites, a substitute to cement bricks. My name is Angelo M.
I am Trixa May Baldonado.
I am Columna Isabel.
Hi, my name is Winnie Gabrielle and Famorca.
I am Aubrey C. Picardal.
And my name is Raegielle Kae Sembrano.
Before we, the Group 1, start the video presentation, we would like to say that we're glad that we're able to share our study to countless audiences and provide sufficient knowledge about our study. We would like to acknowledge and thank our Almighty God for giving us strength, wisdom, and courage to finish this study on time. To Ms. Dazzle P. Muli and Mr. Jeremy Lloyd and Claveria for being our research instructors, to Ms. Carolina P. Bailen, our SHS Principal or Senior High School Principal, and Ms. Roberta A. Merhan, Senior High School Coordinator, for giving us an opportunity to conduct this study, and to our friends and family who supported us through hard times. We, the researchers, look forward to your reaction and thoughts about Eggricks, Eggshells and Egg White, a substitute to cement bricks. Now, without further ado, let us proceed to the background of this study. The background of this study provides a thought on what an Eggrick is, and how did we come up to this study. It consists of the introduction, the objectives, the statement of the problem, the scope and the limitations, and the significance of the study. Tons upon tons of eggshells are being discarded yearly due to its lack of usage. It is considered as an agricultural waste because it emits hydroxyapatite, which can be found in bones and teeth. Due to the excessive eggshell waste, we came up with the idea of utilizing eggshells as a construction material. The eggrick is a construction material made of powdered eggshells and is held together by egg whites. Since 200 AD, Romans have used concrete to construct buildings. As time passes by, a stonemason named Joseph Aspdin created the concrete we now know of today. Because of the excessive wastage of eggshells, we came up with a study to help the community and utilize the usage of eggricks as a construction material. We ought to know the best possible concentration of eggshells and egg whites to provide the best and most effective eggrick.
Objective of the study to identify the most effective concentration of eggshells and adhesive solution for Eggricks. To identify if Eggricks has the same effect than the commercial cement bricks. To acquire the respondent perception about the idea of using Eggricks as a construction material.
Statement of the problem. What concentration of eggshells and adhesive solution is the most effective? Is the effect of Eggricks is the same with the effect of the commercial cement brick? How did the respondent perceive about the idea of Eggricks as construction materials?
Scope and the limitations of the study. This study will focus on the procedure of the creation of eggricks, eggshells and egg whites as substitute for cement bricks, and the perceptions of the respondents about it. The interview and survey will be conducted face-to-face with accordance to proper sanitation and social distancing towards the Dasmariñas citizens. Significance of the study. DNR. This study will help DNR, or the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, since tons of eggshell waste will be recycled. Engineers. This study will be beneficial to the engineers because using eggricks as substitute for hollow blocks, it is more economical and it will reduce project costs. Future researchers. This study will give them knowledge on what are the benefits of the eggricks, and they can also use this as a reference for their future study.
The methodology provides the particular techniques or procedures that we use to identify, to evaluate, and to gather information.
So, in research design, we decided to use mixed method research design wherein elements of both qualitative and quantitative are in one research paper. The survey questionnaire provide the qualitative elements, while the test experiment and numerical data serve as the quantitative elements. So in sampling technique, convenience sampling was also used to gather the people insight about the product. In convenience sampling, we choose this technique by the availability and readiness of the respondents.
We gathered information through face-to-face by an in-depth interview. The research instruments that we used are the interview questionnaires, which was used as the main data gathering instrument, and a recorder to clearly analyze and interpret or to transcribe the collected answers from the respondents. Even though the COVID-19 pandemic is still ongoing, we gathered the information that we needed through face-to-face interview. We followed certain safety protocols such as social distancing and wearing masks. The interview was done under 10 to 15 minutes. But before presenting the questions to the interviewees, we explained the topic briefly and introduced ourselves formally. Here in the major results, we will discuss and evaluate the results that we have accumulated through the experiments in making Eggricks and through the interviewees' answers.
We use the hardness scale to determine the hardness of the materials, also scratched by another materials that harder than it. Table number 1. For table number 1 was the amount of eggshell powder that we used for our trial is 3/8 cups or 93 ml with 50 ml amount of egg white. It ranks 5 most hardness scale, so that show that Eggricks has 53.77% of concentration of eggshell powder and egg white.
For experiment table 2 and table 2. For experiment table 2 was stated the amount of eggshells powder we used in the first trial was 3/8 cup or 43 ml with 40 ml egg whites. Also, Eggricks weighted was 110 grams. It ranks 4 most hardest scale. That overall, table 2 shows that Eggricks has 43.02% concentration of powder eggshells and egg whites.
Here are the results of the experiment that we did. In this clip, here I am showing off the results of the experiment from trial 1, 2, and 3. This is the experiment trial 3 where it has a dent on it. Next is trial 2. And lastly, here is trial 1. Out of all the 3 trials, trial 1 is the most effective of them all.
For the interview data, the first table shows and identifies the most effective concentration of eggshells and adhesive solution. According to our respondents, they prefer the first trial and the second trial because first trial has more adhesive on it and the second trial is more compressed and compact. For the table number 2, it shows the comparison of Eggricks and commercial cement bricks, whether it has the same effect. 2 of our respondents says that Eggricks is more suitable than the commercial cement bricks. And also 2 out of 3 respondents says that Eggricks is not efficient because they haven't seen a building made out of Eggricks yet. The table number 3 shows the perception of our respondents about using Eggricks as a constructional material. Two of our respondents says that they will not use Eggricks for their future constructional plans, and they also stated that the advantage of using the Eggrick is in the environment will lessen the organic wastes. And for 2/3 respondents said that there is no disadvantage in using Eggricks in our environment.
The conclusion. The conclusion is where we answer our statement of the problem, which are: what concentration of eggshells and adhesive solution is the most effective? Is the effect of Eggrick the same with the effect of the commercial cement bricks? And how do the respondents perceive about the idea of using Eggricks as a construction material? Here is Aubrey Jane C. Picardal for the conclusion.
So in conclusion, with this result, we concluded that Eggricks can be commercially available if the solution concentration of product is 50 ml egg white and 3/8 cup. In contrary with this result, the product still more studies and have a practical observation to be a suitable building material for a wide-scale construction.
And also, based on the results, an Eggrick can be an effective substitute to commercial cement bricks. Now, let us proceed to the recommendations. Recommendations. The recommendation are statements to whom we want this study for. They are DENR, or the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, engineers, and the future. We would like to recommend this study to DENR, or the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, to attain the implementation of Eggricks, which will help not only the community but also the environment, because implementing Eggricks as a construction material will help lessen the agricultural waste and neutralize certain environmental issues. To the engineers, for them to utilize the usage of Eggricks as a construction material for their handiworks and provide enhancements to their capabilities of being environmental friendly and cheap. Lastly, to the future researchers who wants to continue this study and improve the Eggricks' structural durability, strength, and composition. Now, here are the research questions to be answered.
What concentration of eggshells in adhesive solution is the most effective? The most effective was stated in a trial with 3/8 cup or 93 ml with 50 ml egg whites. That was stated in the trial 1 because trial 1 have more milligrams egg whites that will make harder than trial 2 and trial 3. Also trial 1 much looks harder than trial 2 and trial 3.
For the question, is the effect of egg the same with the effect of commercial cement bricks? No, because Eggricks is not yet implemented to our society, and some of our respondents says that it is not efficient because they haven't seen any buildings made out of Eggricks, even houses. Until the Eggrick is implemented, that is the time where we can say that it is efficient than the commercial cement bricks.
How did the respondents perceive about the idea of using Eggricks as a construction material? Based on Table 3, 2 out of 3 respondents said that they will not use Eggricks for their future constructional plans. They also stated the advantages of using Eggricks to the environment is that it will reduce the organic waste. For the disadvantages, 2 out of 3 respondents said that there will be no disadvantages of using Eggricks to the environment.
So, what is your main objective in this study? So, our main objective in this study is to provide an alternative yet eco-friendly building material. Due to the quick progression of climate change, biodegradable products are needed to serve as one of the steps in slowing down or possibly stop climate change. We all know cements are harvested by mining parts of the mountain. Mountains serve as windbreakers, if possible, formation of typhoon. If we will not find an alternative source for building materials, our nature defenses will crumble our own eyes. With Eggricks, mountain minings may be possibly stopped. So therefore, we can still keep our environment and nature conserve its beauty.
This study aimed to gather the knowledge and the perception of the respondent to determine the importance of Eggricks. Also, how will the procedure and the creation of the Eggricks stated. This product helps to avoid mountain mining for cement ingredients. Also may improve and give solution and some community and environmental problem.
Yes, our research study is feasible. The questions that are needed to be answered within our research have been answered, such as the most effective concentration of eggshells and egg whites, the difference between the effects of Egric and a commercial cement bricks, and the perceptions of Tasmanian citizens towards Egric. And our scope is manageable even though the COVID-19 pandemic has been going on. We managed to create the Egric and gathered the perceptions of Tasmanian citizens towards Eggricks. We completed the research paper in a certain period of time without difficulties in gathering sufficient data for our study. Before we end the video presentation, the Group 1 would like to acknowledge Ms. Dazzle P. Muli and Mr. Jeremy Lloyd and Claveria for supporting us and guiding us through this study. Thank you for listening and God bless. Again, we are the Group 1 with the title Eggricks, Eggshells and Egg Whites, a substitute to cement bricks. Great day everyone. Great day everyone. Great day everyone. Because eggshell is a because of the excessive wastage. Thank you for listening. I would be Great day everyone. We are the Group 1 from STEM 12204 with the title The research instrument that we used. The research instruments that we used are the re-interview questionnaire.
Hi, my name is Winnie Gabrielle of Famorca. For the table number 3, it shows For the table number 3, it shows the perception of our respondents about using Eggricks as a constructional material.